people out of this place with your own two hands. You check them again. That girl had to go somewhere. I gotta go. Max out.
Want to switch jobs? Maybe you should chase runaways and assholes all day and let me run around playing doctor for a while. I've got a very healthy list of people I'd like to stab with a needle, let me tell you.
I think you may want to work on your bedside manner.
Don't even start. You and your wife are not my favorite people right about now.
Yana, has something happened?
Has something happened? He asks. If by something, do you mean did your wife destroy our mushroom farm because she heard the voice of her dead son again? Because if so, then yes, something happened.
Is she all right?
She's a lot better than her mushroom farm. Shut it off! Shut it off! Close the damn phone! Fuck! And there's more in there where that came from. 5 years to build this steam system. Hundreds of issues to consider. You know what scenario never came up? What if you can't hear the voices of the dead inside your pipes?
I don't understand. Yana was doing so well. I'll take care of it, I promise.
Yeah, well, you promised 500 times already. I'm up to my eyeballs in bullshit today, so I don't need any more, okay? Sorry. Go check on your wife. But then, you come see me. Friend or not, this station is my wife. This has to be the end of it.
Iskandero. Sorry you had to jump across the castle, but you can imagine who you have to thank for that one.
Equipo. So, did I miss my calling as an interior decorator?
Perhaps.
Okay, go on then. I know you're dying to start doctoring me.
Max said you hurt Petya again. Do you feel up to telling me about it?
Do you is the question. Stop taking my haloperidol.
You what?
Keep in mind I was still taking them when I decided to stop.
We've been through
You
this.
said that it hurt me. Your meds didn't make me lucid. On the contrary, they kept obscuring my ability to hear what I was so desperate to hear.
Huh? Hallucinations are not trivial.
What you assume are
You
hallucinations.
hear voices. No one else.
The fact that you won't even consider any alternative is the reason I threw the haloperidol out in the first place.
You threw them away?
None of you have ever heard Petya's voice, so how can you know what I'm hearing?
Because he died, Yana. He died, Yana. 15 years ago. And you can't hear an 8-year-old boy for 15 years. Where's the shutter?
Back there, through the vent. I think there's a hole in the maintenance shaft. Follow the pipe. That did it! Thank you for cleaning up another one of my messes.
Max mentioned the young girl disappeared from the station. Could you have overheard someone discussing it?
No, mister, there has to be a reason for everything. And didn't hallucinate my son's voice because of a bunch of gossiping busybodies.
For all things there is an explanation. Even the ones too terrible to accept.
I can't exactly tell that to Petya, can I? Sorry. It wasn't fair. Not when you're only caring for him.
My love is not something you ever have to apologize for. It is free.
God, you're sappy. Go on. Run back to your boyfriend, Max. I had him whining for you to go see him once you made sure I wouldn't burn anything else down. I think I've earned a little hard labor. Just give me some time, okay? Ah, that did something. Looks like I can reduce some of the pressure from here.
Max passed through a while ago. I guess you saw what happened at the farm then.
It's being taken care of. Thanks.
Serdar, Max is back. He's up in the office.
Hello.
I believe you called for a doctor. You're a child.
I'm the boss.
The way this jungle is growing, we may never have to repopulate the surface.
I doubt God invented plastic with nuclear winter in mind. But hey, a fake garden is better than no garden at all, eh? How is Yana?
Pretending her husband isn't a hot-headed, insensitive ass.
You know what? Good. Say stupid shit more often. Your two are so lovey-dovey as it is. I literally throw up in my desk at least once a day.
She was trying so hard to be reasonable.
My friend, I've watched you both in your several lifetimes worth of bullshit just to try and make her feel halfway human again. Trust me, your wife knows that.
Let us hope so. In any event, the more pressing concern is that it appears Yana has run out of her haloperidol. That's why she lost her edge.
You and bad timing, pal. The stalker who tracks down your fancy medical stuff, very talented lady I used to run with named Nata. She was supposed to make a delivery over a week ago, which is long enough that I think I may have to strike Nata out of my little romantic birthdays calendar, if you know what I mean. Though I do know the route she usually takes.
Could the medication still be there somewhere?
The goddamn Holy Grail could be there.
Max, why don't you just tell me where the route is?
Because you'll go. And from here, the first thing you'll hit is a Nosalis Den. That's probably the most relaxing part of the
You
trip.
forget, I am not, shall we say, inexperienced when it comes to Nosalis.
Oh, right. You're all stationed. Sorry. Anyway, normally I'd hire some poor suckers to go, but since we're running low on poor suckers right now, my lovely voice in your ear will have to do. Stick it to your shoulder like this, voice activated. State of the art, when there was a state of the art. It's almost like living in the future. And for times when my wisdom alone does not suffice.
I've heard they don't do much without those bullets.
You want an empty clip just to look cool? Be my guest. Go on, smart guy. Take it. Yes, I know. Very pretty. Now do me a favor and holster it while you're in the station. Okay, cowboy? We have to at least pretend we are civilized down here. Lucky for you, the same supply cart that dropped Gorky Park off here is still out on the station. And since nobody killed Akim on his way back here, his spare ammo should still be in the trolley as well.
Max, you there?
1 sec. Truck 2, call me when you find the ammo. Okay, I'm here. Let me find the ledger. Okay, go ahead. Yes, I know. Wait, let me check. Uh-huh. No. Sure. Give me a sec. It should be here. I thought you were in a hurry. Keep going. Hey, Serdar.
I went through the trouble of draining a few bottles. You know, give you something to shoot at. Show me that Tokarev Max gave you. Next, grab this magazine and insert it into your Tokarev. Go on, get a feel for the trigger. You're empty. Here is a new magazine. Not bad for a physician. Now grab this magazine and start. Last thing you want is to run into some lurkers with an empty gun.
I don't know if you handled that kind of trolley before, but Akim was complaining it's hard to start. Admittedly, Akim is an idiot.
I'm out of grenades.
Serdar, Yana won't like that you left without a word.
I've burdened my wife enough.
Hey, give yourself some credit. The day is still young. Let's just focus on getting your wife's meds.
Right. Where do I find her?
Not and her caravan avoided a lot of Metro's less desirable elements by taking a route that's a bit, shall we say, off the beaten path. Hope you're in the mood for a little sightseeing.
For a pillar of the community, you certainly do have some colorful associates. And to think, you gave up the romantic life of a stalker.
To get off the surface? You're damn right. Imagine the worst hellhole of a station you've ever lived in. That's still a day spa compared to the kind of shit I went through out there. Quite like you said, surface is hell nowadays. You guys do live in paradise.
The end of the line is fast approaching, my friend.
About time. Okay, hop off and head over across the other set of tracks. You should find a reinforced door off to your left. Soviet stuff. 100 years later, still working.
This piece was probably built in the 60s. Some impressive equipment here.
The museum kept a backup generator for security and stuff like that.
Which museum? The Tretyakov? Yana and I went on our first date here.
Well, before you get too misty-eyed, Nata's route doesn't go through the museum itself.
Still, I haven't been here since, well, since before Yana and I split back then. We met when we were in university. I picked the museum for our date because I felt I needed to come across as more refined.
Right, because everyone thinks you're such a savage.
the lion's den. Should not be surprised to find lions. I'm out of clips.
The entrance to the archives is a couple levels above you, on the opposite side of the escalators.
I remember waiting for Yana at the top of those escalators. We agreed to meet here at noon. I'm there waiting, watching face after face rise in front of me over the top of the escalator. I waited 3 hours, and at 3 seats, I get a tap on my shoulder. And there's Yana, behind me, with her arm in a sling.
So in other words, neither of you knew how to take a hint.
She called us stubborn. I'm out of filters. I'm out of clips.